So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Goff. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. David Montgomery, 26 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent size. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 yards there for number 15. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step.
That guy is such a freaking tryhard, bro.
Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio. He moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second down and 8. To throw is Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Patrick motioning here. Throwing on second down. Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They'll go play action with Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run here with McCaffrey. Purdy works out of the pistol. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Now a loose football. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Patrick motioning here. On 2nd down, Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again in the air for Purdy. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. The speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Goff to throw on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now pass deep for St. Brown. This is intercepted. And now he loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he will score. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That pickup, good for 29 yards. Here is 1st and 10. McCaffrey. Here comes 2nd down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And the 49ers have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. A 1st down on a gain of 11. Here is 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey to the 5-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Purdy. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions.